and sit down.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help from Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. Look at these four people. He's coming for a villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back it now. First Man 2, Learning Curve.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Guys, there is so much intrigue here heading into this fatal four-way match. That's what you get, Michael, when you have four superstars who can legitimately win this thing.
I love that music. How dare I start so early? Well, I've got to play Taxi Driver this morning and tomorrow morning. So heads up, everybody. I'll be playing Taxi Driver tomorrow morning as well. First Man 2, the first and last superhero you need. That's true. Please back it now if you haven't already. If you've checked your updates that I sent out yesterday, you will, of course, see a couple new pages. That's right. I've got a shop, Andy Smith Art. Get some original art and other stuff. Prater, what is up? A JP Roca in the morning. Well, hello there, Paul. Thank you for joining before class starts. I appreciate it. Remember, everybody, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Got to get up to that 1,000. Hello, Chris. AJ Tom, I'll do my best impression. This is what I think AJ sounds like when he says this. Oh, this wrestling thing does nothing for me. Yeah. Well, I love it. I love seeing me in my wrestling pajamas. So there. I like the music and the picture of Helen. Hey, now. Well, 1 out of 2. That ain't bad. So there you have it, guys. So yeah, I thought this morning I would just go through some old commissions of mine. Not old, but just look at some commissions of mine and whatnot. And, show you guys some stuff that you might not have seen before. Amazing impression of AJ. I almost thought it was him. Right? I'm great at doing impressions. Get in the chopper. Get in the chopper. I'll be back. I think you wrestling guy looks like Goldust when he didn't wear a mask. I'm much more handsome. See, even he says it was pretty spot on. First and foremost, let's look at the Spawn. I scanned it yesterday. Only touched up a couple things with whiteout. That's the nice thing about inking in this looser style. I don't have to touch up as much stuff with whiteout. Let's go full screen. I thought this turned out really well. So there it is. This could very well go up on the next Ethan auction, CG auction. Oh my God. Arnold's at Andy. Exactly. See? Get in the chopper. Get in the chopper. I'll be back. See, look at that. He's right here in studio. So just going through some of it. That looks great. Thank you very much. So you guys can see some of the line work stuff. I did a little whiteout effect for the glow. His eyes are just glowing evil. Oh. Nah. Gray markers. So I don't know how well that would work because I inked it over a blue line. So I'm not sure how well that would work. And I don't want to try it and then not have it work and have epic fail. So I like black and white stuff. I almost thought about doing some whiteout, shooting out the sides here of his corners of his mouth to really like accent the glow coming from his mouth, but I just stuck with the eyes. I thought that worked good enough. Oh, a tiny bit of red. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Very nice. Thank you, Chris. How about a tiny bit of red? That's not a bad idea. That's really not a bad idea. I could possibly do that. I like the way the abs came out. Like I said, I had a McFarlane piece open on a different screen so I could see how Todd would do some type of rendering and stuff as well. You could use whiteout to draw the shoelaces on his face. Oh, that's true. I could do that. Do they come down the middle? I'll have to look at the I'll have to open up a Spawn book and see where those shoelaces go on his face. Maybe I will do that. A little whiteout. That's the other reason I can't really tone it and stuff. Once you use whiteout on a piece, you can't really go over the whiteout with marker or ink wash. So, oh well. What are you going to do? I do like that idea, though, of the laces on the face. That's a great idea. AJ, I knew you were good for something, and there you have it. You just proved your worth. I will keep you on the string. And look, here's how I signed it. A. Smith, 05 plus 2021. If anybody asks, I'll say I drew it in 05 and inked it in 2021. Inked it 16 years later. So if you had a child in 05, my lazy ass finally got around to inking it when the kid graduated high school. So there's that. Let me see what else I can show you guys from the vault, if you will. Let's see. What haven't you seen? What haven't you seen? I don't know if you guys have seen this Superman or not. So I'll pop a little Superman cover up. Action Comics. You got a lot of sketch covers in here. So yeah, here's a Superman sketch cover from 2020. Ooh, that got way big. There we go. Another one that has whiteout on it, cutting through some of the speed lines and stuff, and then in his shorts. So no gray tones on this one. This is obviously sold. This was done for someone. So there's that. I'm thinking on tomorrow's show, I might see if there's any news, comic book news that I can comment on for tomorrow. So anyhow, this was a fun one to do. Wow, now today it's chilly in my studio. What in the hell is going on? Here's a fun piece to do. Let's see. Once it's done loading, there we go. So this was drawn by Dick Dillon, and when it was originally printed, it was printed in from his pencils, and the commissioner of this piece wanted me to ink Dick Dillon's pencils and do the logo and everything on their original and then color it. So that is true. I was going to talk about that tomorrow. Man, way to jump ahead of the gun, man. But yes, that is on my topic list for tomorrow, is to talk about that. So there you go. Jumping the gun on me, man, oh man. Just want to open up, see how the video is looking. Oops, let's close that. Oh, it's looking fine. Looking fine. A new book came out this week that I'm curious in checking out called Chicken Devil. The artist is Hayden Sherman. I kind of dig him sometimes. I've never heard of that. Chicken Devil. What the heck is that about? I don't even think Dennis saw that. And I saw him yesterday. We met at the shop before he took off to drive to Wisconsin. So anyhow, I inked this over Dick Dillon. After I inked it, I also did colors on it. This is from The Amazing World of DC Comics, number 11. This was fun to do. Inking an artist like Dick Dillon, whose work I've always enjoyed. Kind of, trying to stick to his stuff as much as possible, but putting my own spin on it in places. I can show you guys. Here's what it looks like in color. I tried to stick with the exact colors that were used on the actual book. Snyder and Capullo's book dropped on Comixology as part of that new imprint. Oh, did it really? I think it's about robberies and that hot chick they have in Nashville. More than that, I don't know. Okay. I might have to look that up. So here we have this fun one. That looks great. Your inks on Silver Age art has a really nice aesthetic. Thank you very much, AJ. I really appreciate that. Blow this up some so you guys can kind of see the inks more. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things we'll never know, but it would have been fun to go back in time knowing what I know now and having the skill set that I have now, being able to ink a whole issue of Dick Dillon's Justice League work would have been a hoot for sure. I love that stuff. My favorite stuff is by Dick Giordano, inking Dick Dillon. I mean, a lot of the guys, Joe Giella, Frank McLaughlin, I believe, inked a lot of Dick Dillon's work. I like that stuff. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But, inking this was really fun, like I said. So he's been a favorite artist of mine. All right, let's check out this book, Chicken Devil. Let me open up a new window, see if I can find it. Chicken Devil comic. Oh, look, it's taking me to stir fry stuff. Yeah, I guess I'll have to type in Chicken Devil comic book. That would probably help. Aftershock. Oh, it's from Aftershock. Okay. Well, I mean, that's it's a dark comedy series. Okay. Let's see if I can find some images here. I did. Let's pull the screen over. So this is an Aftershock book. Here's one of the pages. Hopefully it'll get a little clearer. All right. Doesn't look like it's going to. Let's see if this is another one. Oh, here, let's go to CBR for the preview. Has to be better than an Infinity comic. I'm sure it is. Have you ever inked Kurt Swan or Carmine? Not Carmine, but I inked Kurt Swan on a couple pieces for fun. I can show. That's right. Look at this one link. First Man 2 Learning Curve. Back it now. I hope everyone else doesn't think Hayden Sherman's art is terrible. Well, let's find out. Hayden Sherman. Let's look through some of this. Mitchell Moss is about as regular as it gets. He's married with 2 children and co-owns a successful chain of Memphis hot chicken restaurants. It's not the life that screams hero vigilante until he discovers that his business partner is in bed with the mob. All right, that sounds interesting. Chicken Devil. I don't mind this art. I kind of like it. Eagle Rock, California. Mitchell Moss is home. I kind of like how they're doing this stuff with the arrows and stuff. That's kind of cool. I actually kind of like this art, to be honest. I think that looks pretty cool. If you ever have one of those days that started off normal and you know for you and suddenly took a sharp turn into what the F? To read, you keep scrolling down and down and down. Must have been interesting to draw. A couple friends of mine once did a crowdfunded comic called Bulletproof Chicken. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like the color palette as well. Who did the colors? Let's see. I guess Hayden Sherman did it all. So there you go. Respect. Yeah, I kind of like the artwork. I think it looks pretty cool. I might have to check this out. I really am impressed by artwork like this with the buildings, the way they are and stuff, just kind of indicated. I sometimes just think I got to be so tight and detailed. I like this art. I think it's pretty cool. I might have to get this. Howard Chaykin-ish. It is kind of Howard Chaykin-ish. Oh, he did John Carter book. Oh, that's cool. And Wasted Space. Who is that artist that you guys mentioned yesterday that you were asking if I like Adam Hughes and this other artist? I want to look up his work as well. Let me see if while we're looking at this, let me see if I can find, let me add myself back. Hello. Let me see if I can find the Curt Swan piece that I inked so you guys can see what my inks look like over the awesome Curt Swan. Oh, why wouldn't it be under Curt Swan? It's probably under other artists. So I'm looking for that. Have I ever shown this Colossus? Let's see. There's a Colossus I did. Well, I'm looking for the Curt Swan piece. Because, you ask, and I like to do my best to show. Oh, Curt Swan. Oh, that's digital inks. I don't want to show something I digitally inked over Curt. No, I guess digital is better than nothing now. Until I find the other one I want to show. Weatherman. Oh, yeah, I know who Nathan Fox is. It's cool. Do I ever get tired of rendering Chrome? Actually, I do sometimes. So there you go. But, I have a way that I do it. And I'm locked into doing it a certain way. Not saying I couldn't change up to a different style for rendering Chrome. I could. But, since this is the way I normally do it, to do a different style of rendering Chrome, I'd probably have to look at something different and go, oh, that's a cool way to do it. Let me try that. But this was fun. Getting to draw a little Colossus here. Sold this one a while ago. He's big, he's bad, he's Colossus. He's making your dreams come true. Colossus. Dun, 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 dun. So this was inked over Kurt Swan. I inked it digital. As you guys look at that, I'm going to try and find the one that I did not ink digital over Kurt, and I actually inked on paper. Let's see, probably under Superman, if I would have my druthers. Let's see. Superman. No, it's not under Superman. All right, I bet it's under okay, I think I know where it is. I think I can. Fan of J.H. Williams? Yes, I am. Have you seen his newer book, Echolands? What do you think of the presentation at Sideways? I think Echolands is pretty cool. I like the presentation of it being sideways like that. I think it would be cool to do a book that way. So I did this in 2017. Like I said, the whole thing is inked digitally. So it has a little bit thicker of an outline and stuff. Let's just see what happens if I do that. Oh, it doesn't get too much bigger. So this was a fun experiment to do. Once again, I think it'd be fun to ink a Kurt Swan full page. I'd have to find a full page of his pencils. Not that I have time for that, because guys, I've got I've got real stuff to do. Oh, here's a Phoenix commission. Oh, you guys will get a kick out of this. I can't remember who this guy is. He's some Shiar guy, but this was a commission somebody wanted me to do back in 2015. Bow chicka wow wow, chicka wow wow. Hello. Whoa, hello. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't consider this porn. I consider it R-rated, but not porn. So good old Phoenix. She's pulling an Urban Meyer. She is. She's like, hey now, you're a rock star. I really, on a serious note, 800-8135. 800-8135. I don't understand that reference. On a serious note, I really like the way I did the rendering on the boots. The metal on the boots here. I thought that came out really nice. So if you like the boots, who's looking at the boots? Look at these dudes' boots. He would kick you and it would hurt. So yeah, there's a fun commission. She started a fire in his pants. She sure did. See, you never know what you're going to see on this stream. Have I shown? Got to remember what I've. Oh, here you go. Quasar from back in the day. You're like, oh, screw Quasar. Get back to the hot chick. This is 16 years old. A little drawing of Quasar I did. You know what? I think this is the Quasar drawing I did to trade for that Alpha Flight poster that I got hanging off. Hey, have a great one. She sure is. Oh, spelled out on a calculator. I get it now. You guys are smart. Yeah, so this was fun. This was a Quasar I did in 05. And you know what? I'm almost positive this is the Quasar piece I did in trade for the Alpha Flight poster I have hanging up in my office. So there you go, a little Quasar going on. Classic Quasar Marvel Boy action. Got his cape all twirling around there. That was a fun one to draw. How many people remember that chick Ramia from the first? Because I have a not safe for work version of her I can show you guys. So while you guys answer that question, I will show you a Red Sonja Claw piece I did that got me the job. I had to do a sample to get the job. And is Quasar Canadian? I don't believe so. This is the Red Sonja Claw piece. They, when they called me up, they said, hey, we got this Red Sonja Claw book. Would you mind drawing a piece of art that we could show? And I said, sure, of course. I'm always down for that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to switch over to Graham's Monster. I'll catch the rest replay. Hey, brother, you do it. You already subscribed. That's what matters. And tell Graham I said hi and catch the replay. So when I did this, and this is not inked, I still have this. I did the big Frank Thorne hair because, that's what I assumed they wanted was the big Frank Thorne hair. So that's what I did. And I really got into the rendering on Claw's face here as well. Man, I should ink this. I should see if I could get somebody to ink this, actually. I wonder what Scott Williams is doing. I couldn't afford Scott, but it'd be cool to see Scott ink this for sure. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's freaking awesome. Thank you. Pennington. Oh, Pennington would be cool. And then let's see. I think I have a scan of it after I redid her hair. Oh, nope. That is not the redo of her hair. That's just a smaller JPEG. I still have this piece somewhere as well. Let me see. I thought I had the redo with the redo hair, but I guess I don't. So let's look at Thor fighting the Hulk. This was a sketch cover. I did. Obviously. Keep the big hair. I could not keep the big hair. They said, no, we don't want her hair to be that big. So in the series, I didn't. John Byrne, baby. It's the classic John Byrne Alpha Flight poster. So this was fun. A little Hulk fighting Thor action. Let's see if I can find that poster there to show you. Let's see. Alpha Flight poster. What? Come on now. It's this one right here. This poster. This was on eBay, and I really wanted it, and it didn't sell. The guy had it priced really high, and it didn't sell. So I wrote the dude email saying, hey, I'll buy it off you. And I offered him a certain price, and he recognized my name and said, would you do a Quasar drawing for me in trade? And I said, oh, sure. So I did that Quasar drawing for him in trade, and there you go. That is how it came about. Look at these Alpha Flight t-shirts for sale. Well, well. There's one Alpha Flight t-shirt I really want. It's the classic one. It ain't that one. Man, there's one t-shirt that I remember I had as a kid that I would love to get again. It ain't none of these either. Darn it. All right. It's this one. This was the one I had as a kid. I had this t-shirt as a kid. I would love to be able to find it again. Man. All right. Nobody cares about that. You guys want to see some art. You've never seen that poster. Oh my God, son, that poster is fantastic. All right, let's get back to some more art before I have to play Taxi Driver, Taxi Driver. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to find that Superman I inked over Swan. Here's a piece. Here's one of the few times I drew C-3PO and R2-D2. This is on a sketch cover, and when I delivered it to the guy, he was like, "Oh, damn, that looks like a real cover." He was like, "That's a sketch cover?" He's like, "That looks like," "Oh, yeah, you can make that shirt." I guess I could. It's not the same, though. So, yeah, when I delivered this to the guy, he was like, "Holy crap, dude, that looks like a real cover. I would not call that a sketch cover." And I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you very much." It was fun to do. C-3PO was a little more of a pain than I imagine he would be, but came out good. So there you have this. Let's see. Now, here's a piece I did that is inked. I doubt you guys will know who this character is, but the cool thing about this piece, this is a piece, this guy's name is, are you ready for that? Who is this? Do you know? Let's play trivia. Who's this character? I drew this in 2005, and I got the artist, creator of this character to actually ink it. So the creator of this character, I was able to get to ink this piece, and obviously I have it somewhere. It's so sad. I'm like, I have the original of this piece. I just don't know where. But do you know who this character is? Do 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 do. I don't know the game show music. It is Steel Grip Starkey is the character's name. Steel Grip Starkey, character from the 80s, created by Alan Weiss. Steel Sterling, no, Steel Grip Starkey. And Alan Weiss created the character, and I was able to get Alan to actually ink this drawing back in 2006. So there you go. Let me zoom that out some. That's a little too big. Alan Weiss inking his character over my pencils. I was thrilled to get this back. Seeing a legend like Alan Weiss slap his inks over my pencils was just fantastic. So this was a treat that I'm glad to own. So there he is, Steel Grip. Let me How about now? I hope you can hear me now. So this I did as a joke. I did this for my buddy Royce, who turned 50 back in 2010. He's a big Superman fan, and so I did that. Thank you, not Frozen anymore. So I did this for him for his birthday. But the sad thing is, you could see Superman going this route. The new Superman in DC Comics, Supergirl's like, that's so cute. Actually, I really liked the way Supergirl came out. Fun little drawing of her. I mean, I like the way Superman came out too. That's right. Back First Man 2 Learning Curve. You won't see stuff like this in that book. But yeah, so yeah. This was a joke gift for my buddy that lives in town, Royce, for his birthday. No. Come on, it's a kilt. Superman's wearing a kilt. That's all, guys. Come on. It's just a kilt. All right, let me see if I can find that Curt Swan one. Damn. It really bugs me that I can't find the inks I did over Curt. Oh, here's a strange commission somebody wanted. You're like, stranger than what you're showing me? Yeah, somebody wanted me to draw Superman playing the guitar. And he specifically requested this dialogue, which is French, so I don't know what the hell he's saying. But yeah, somebody requested me 5 years ago. He wanted Superman playing a guitar, and I was like, okie dokie. A specific type of guitar, if I remember correctly, is what he wanted. So, you know, once again, you request it, I will do my best. So I did. He's like, hello there, my crappy hand lettering. But this was another fun commission. See, I do lots of weird things. Look, he's got beads around his neck. He didn't even have to take his shirt off to get the beads, I don't think. They're just thrown at him. Man, that's a strange one. But I really want to show you guys the Curt Swan piece. If you're fans, oh, I should show this to Dennis. I should find this and give it to Dennis because his wife is a huge fan of this show. I should find this and give it to Dennis. You know what? I might do that. It says there's a tear in my beer. There you go. A tear in my beer. Sorry. This was done. Oh, this was, I think, Wildstorm was going to get the license for Supernatural, and they asked me to do a play guitar, and they asked me to do a piece to see about getting the gig back in 2006. I did not get the gig, and I'm not upset over it because drawing license stuff where you have to draw likenesses and stuff is not really my cup of tea. So I definitely don't mind not getting this gig, but you know, it was fun doing this piece. I should try and find this and give it to Dennis. Whoa, there used to be a guy that was a staple in Artist Alley who drew commissions of superheroes on the toilet. Well, that is not me. Ew. What publisher was this for? Like I said, I think it was Wildstorm, and they got the license. So they asked me to do a piece. You know, basically, hey, do this. We'll throw it past the licensing guys. And if they dig it, you can draw Supernatural. Like I said, I did not get it, and I also don't mind because, drawing Supernatural, I would have made it fun, but it's definitely not something that I would have really totally enjoyed. I like the way the card came out. So, oh, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, I love the Dukes of Hazzard. The Dukes of Hazzard, I would do. So, of course, here's I think the first episode started with the mom up on the ceiling burning or some crap, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I got their likenesses down. So, c'est la vie. Yeah, you never know. Wonder why. Looks good. I don't know. You know, whoever was the decision maker said, not for you. Here's a Telos piece I did that I started to color that I never finished. This was for Telos tribute right after Mike Wieringo passed away, or a year later. I think I have the original of this still as well. Pretty sure I do have it somewhere. So yeah, this was fun drawing Mike's characters. The little boy here, yay! Look at me releasing that. Let's see. I've heard DC Comics, especially for Boom, have awful page rates. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think for DC, it's your standard page rate, or at least back then it was. For Boom, I have no idea. This was fun drawing these characters, actually. All the happy things. My cards are great. Would you ever consider doing a Hot Rod comic? If I did a Hot Rod comic, I would want to draw it in the style of Cartoons Magazine. You might not have known, but I did a 2-issue, or not 2-issue. I did 2 12-pagers for Heavy Metal called Cuda. And the main character drove a 1970 Barracuda. So, and that's because that's one of my favorite cars. So this was just fun to do. This piece right here. I started coloring it. I never got around to finishing it. So what do you want to do? It's not Mr. Tawny. Come on, guys. And then speaking of Telos, here's another piece I did for the Baltimore Comic-Con. Starring Telos. This was for the year that they were honoring Mike Wieringo, 10 years after he passed away, for their yearbook. So, you know, I always draw my characters along with whatever characters are featured. So I did this. Oh, your dad had a rebuilt 68. Nice. Smoking Wraith. Hello. Welcome to the show. I hope you have subscribed to the channel. Remember, everybody, please subscribe. Subscriptions do matter. So yeah, this was done for the Baltimore tribute book. I actually colored this one as well, so I'll show you guys the colors to it. This was, like I said, for the 10th anniversary of Mike's passing. This was fun. I dig these characters. Of course, you got my man back there, First Man, and his lady friend, Penumbra. Yeah, this was a fun piece to do. I think the colors came out real nice. Here's the colors to it. People ask me, do you color? I sure do. I colored this. One of my favorite parts about this color job is actually the building back here, the castle. I converted the outline of it. It's hard to tell. Here, let me zoom in some. I converted the outline of the castle to brown to push it back. And I converted the trees to green because black is the strongest color and pops forward. So I converted it to brown to really push it back. And then to give it some more atmospheric perspective, the undertone is the blue of the sky. And as it gets lower to the ground, you can see more of that coming through the color of the castle. I thought that was a pretty cool touch. Yeah, I colored this. See, I know how to color. Those are the First Man characters. Yep. But anyhow, yeah, I know how to color. See? Took me a while. I definitely am not fast enough to color on a regular basis. But no, these are Telos characters. Mike Rowingo and Todd DeZago's characters from Telos. That's who they are. Love those hips. Those hips don't lie, brother. This piece was auctioned off. So somebody is a proud owner of this piece of art as well. I like little things like doing the darker. So you've got the light tone fading. And then as it hits here, I did this little darker core light thing right here. This was a fun piece to do. So it was a nice way to tribute Mr. Rowingo and his characters, and Todd DeZago, still a good friend of mine, and his characters. This would be a fun print, actually. So there you go, guys. A little trip down memory lane. Memory lane. Memories. Thank you for the memories. Man, I wish I could have found that Kurt Swan piece. But I didn't. So, oh well. Who inked this? Is this Rob? I don't remember. I think it was. Oh well, I'll show that some other day. Haha, a tease, if you will. I just did a tease. Hee hee hee. All right, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, Taxi Man. That's right. I got to play Taxi now. I'll be back tomorrow. Guys, remember to back First Man 2 Learning Curve. The campaign is growing more and more. Get yourself one of those fantastic First Man retro style t-shirts. People will see you coming going, that dude's a fan of First Man. And then as you walk away, they'll turn and look and be like, whoa, Penumbra on the back. So back that tier. And also, if you haven't backed it yet and you want the Art of Andy Smith 112-page goodness hardcover book with the First Man 2 graphic novel, back this tier. And you can add on volume 1 if you never got it. So back the campaign, share it out. Sharing is caring. And, you know, I'm always bringing this back. See you tomorrow.
Get your sexy on. I'm bringing sexy back.